relax, go. And again. And good, relax, breathe. YouTube, we're back. We're going to be covering Tan Sao today. All right. Tan Sao is the sky palm block. It's called so because your palm is face up to the sky. It's the first tool we teach against a straight punch in the Wing Chun system. I said this on a forum today, and I made the mistake of actually engaging on forums, which is going to stop because everyone's an expert on everything. I find it very, very odd that the outsiders of the Wing Chun community are looking at what I'm doing and they're going, that is cool Wing Chun. But the insiders of the Wing Chun community are going, that is not Wing Chun. So this is for all you non-Wing Chun people who are looking to get into Wing Chun. Okay, I'm going to teach you my Wing Chun, what I think works on it, and what I don't think works. Everything that we do in Wing Chun is going to be based off of simplicity, which is a punch. Okay, when you stop taking things in the literal sense of the word, okay, I've got my first form. You know, I said that I'm in my stance. You get a little closer, Chris. You're fine. Thanks again for Chris for last week. Chris took the Pak Saos on his arms. Oh, he's holding camera today. Okay, we define center fighting line. I talk about this all the time. And then here's your punch. So today in a post on my Facebook and everything, I said that, you know, there's no tools of Wing Chun that are techniques. Tan Sao is not a technique. Pak Sao is not a technique. Bong Sao is not a technique. Jum Sao is not a technique. Gan Sao is not a technique. They are simply energies that happen after your punch went awry. Now, if you take what I literally said, and I said a punch is all we do in Wing Chun, okay? Well, if you look, punch, tan, fingers, palm strike, blade hand, bong, jum, gan. I mean, all these things are in the same hand position. I already covered this on the Fook Sao position. So eliminate the word punch and put strike, okay? Forwarding motion is all we're talking about. The very first thing that we learn to deal with in Wing Chun is the center line punch. The reason being is because the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. Point A, point B, new student walks in, we teach them how to punch, and then we teach them how to deal with the punch. Because we're training Wing Chun in Wing Chun. If I take a step back and I talk about why there's no hand techniques in Wing Chun, who are the most dangerous people on the planet as far as punchers go? Boxers. How many boxers do you see that are out there practicing their hand blocks? None. They all fucking punch combinations. Their mentality is to hit. Yes, there's defensive footwork. I love Floyd Mayweather and his Philly roll, which looks like a dai bong. But for the most part, they're all punching. So that mentality is what we adopt. We always want to attack. And remember too, I talk about this all the time. I'm 5'7". This is smaller man's Wing Chun. All right. So we're in the same Wing Chun school, and we're going to train Wing Chun, and this and that. And then the problem is, you know, I teach Matt to go forward with his Tan Sao. He's in here for the first month. And he's learning Tan Sao position. Palm is up, elbow is down, his wrist is on center because in the first form we teach, you know, bring that elbow on center. And unless you're actually studying and whatnot, you're caught at the limitations of, my Tan Sao's got to look like this. No, it doesn't. You know, I've heard other people say there's many Tan Saos. Tan Sao's whatever you want it to be, and I'll explain that in a minute. So, if I'm punching straight forward and Matt starts at point A, right here, and I start at point B, we come right down the middle. Based on the laws of physics, two objects can't occupy the same space at the same time. Tan Sao can wedge off to the outside, or can take my inside gate. Tan Sao is a forwarding energy. The argument that I've had with people is that Tan Sao will open someone's center line. If you are in Chi Sao, okay, in Dan Chi Sao, you'll see some people palm strike, and then when Matt goes to punch, they'll open and then strike again. This is Chi Sao application. That's irrelevant in my argument right now. I want punching application, fighting context. You will not punch Tan Sao and open up someone's center line. I hope everyone understands the fact that when somebody punches, they're punching and coming back. Punching and coming back. Punching and coming back. So let's just say Matt's going to Tan Sao me out to the side. Okay, let's do it again. Again. Oh, I'm sorry. All right? That's what's going to happen in a real fucking fight. Thank you for taking that. Okay? Better you than me. But that's what happens coming outside. So let's look at the same thing. What if Matt stays focused on my center with that Tan Sao? Okay, and you know what's coming. It's going to be a 1-2 eventually. Well, he's already covered. Let's do it again. Forward, into me. Get into me. He's already there. But that's not Tan Sao. Doesn't matter. If you saw, half the time his hand was closed, and then last time his hand was almost like this. When we learn Tan Sao, in our system, we run 2 Tan Saos in the form. The first Tan Sao is right down center. Okay. The second Tan Sao in the third section, excuse me, we start here, come forward, and stop at our shoulder. So we address that there's 2 structures. One can be on center, one can be in front of shoulder. The issue is, all we want to do is protect our center. Okay, Matt, we were working on a drill earlier. Matt steps into punches, and I step off line, inside gate, come into muscle now more. Muscle, so we push in. My elbow's out to the side. This is Tan Sao energy. Hit again. Push in, push in, push in. This goes into my structure. My hand is off, my elbow's supported. It's not in here. Push in. Now I have no structure. You have to learn to play with the form and understand where your structure lies. Okay? So many people will sit there and say, or this was on a JKD forum today too. They were talking about, I had said I was going to explain the difference between hand movements and Wing Chun. In Wing Chun, we focus on our elbow. Our elbow is a primary target, or a primary weapon, okay? Which means that everything we do is pushed forward regardless of your hand is open or closed. Even a Pak Sao. Okay, if Matt punches, like Pak Sao, still going to go forward. Matt punches, Tan Sao. Matt punches, Bong Sao. It doesn't make a difference what it is, and that was actually incorrect. We don't throw the Bong Sao out. Punch, and then it gets forced into Bong Sao. All of the movements go forward. So the Tan Sao, if Matt punches left, I'm not going to chase this out to the side. And I'll cover this in Gan Sao later. If you have to think that all of your weapons, one attacks, one pulls back, one attack, one pulls back, and he punches, and then it's gone, pull that back now. I have to go from here to here as my next weapon. Ed Cruz and Ken did a great video the other day, which I completely agree with, but I'm going to add on to it. They talked about how when we do this traditionally, we're not throwing energies out in opposite directions. 100% agree. If you look at the first form again, my hands cross, same distance. Hands cross, same distance. This is Tan, elbows a little bit out the side. The way we teach it, everything goes forward. If Matt punches, both of my weapons go forward, so I have less time spent to hit again. Tan Sao is just an energy. We teach it first so that you have an idea of blocking, because most of the martial arts have blocks. So Matt punches left, got to teach a student how to do forwarding energy so they understand elbow structure down to go in. By the virtue of your wedging principle, if Matt keeps coming in, my structure and wedge are going to hold that off. In my opinion, there's no point, punch, redirecting. Punch, redirecting, punch again, right hand, punch, open his center line to attack. Wasted movement, completely wasted movement. Bullshit time. You return, turn the horse, shifting, that punches. That's gonna do it. That opens up. Then you're right on target again. So we are not spreading out our energies. We're keeping in tight. If this is it, that's all we're gonna do. Punch, step away. But that's not Tan Sao how you train it in the form. So what? That's how I applied the energy. So when you say, anybody out there says there's more than one Tan Sao, absolutely. There's a crap load of Tan Saos. I don't think, in my opinion, that I'm going to block per se. If Matt throws a big roundhouse punch, I'm not gonna outwardly block because that's coming. Matt throws a big roundhouse punch, I'm coming in. That's what we're gonna do. This is where Tan Sao blocks a punch. Tan Sao with a bigger, stronger person, Matt punches, will not hold this structure in a shorter person. You have to go to Bill Sao, you have to come in. So that's where I disagree with Tan Sao for a punch. Someone else had said that, or I put on the form today, that this punch is all it is. How do you stop kicks? How do you stop all these other movements? How do you stop somebody who's going to lop Sao you? You're assuming contact's already been made. Or you're in a position where you're squaring off and going. This is dangerous. That's sport. Anytime you're going to be in a fight, for the most part, if somebody's going to attack you, it's going to be an ambush. So what do you do? I mean, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to go, all right, I'm going to Tan Sao Matt first, and punch. I'm going to Tan Sao first, and punch again. I'm going to Bong Sao, punch again. I'm going to Lop Sao. I don't know what I'm going to do. All I know is if the trigger's got to be pulled, and we're in a fight, I'm bringing my energy in first. And then he tells me what to do. Punch. Look, there's Tan Sao failing. punch again, giving me more energy. As I continue in, bounce out again, giving me more energy. I'm coming in again, give me more energy, more energy. They tell you what to do, provided you constantly inch in. So for anybody who is new to Wing Chun and watching it, in my opinion, remember I'm opinionated, I'm a big mouth, this is the bullshit Wing Chun that I suggest you avoid. Please punch, punch again, punch again, punch again, punch. That is garbage Wing Chun. Your Wing Chun has to be an attack, because also by the idea of two objects not occupying the same time, same space, same time, if Matt throws a round punch, I throw a straight punch, I'm gonna get there. Matt throws a straight punch, I throw a straight punch, I'm gonna intercept that. The rest is incumbent upon your footwork and your shifting and your turning your horse and everything. Matt throws a big round punch, I'm not gonna stay there, I'm gonna come in. Matt throws a punch, I'm gonna turn and come in. Okay, so it's energy. All it is energy. Tan Sao energy is simply wedging forward. In our school, we do not teach you open the center line. Open the center line has advantages in Chi Sao, open and strike. I'm not doing that. Okay, fighting context, guy's got his hands up, boom. You're gonna constantly come in. They tell you what to do. So that's the whole thing on on Tan Sao. Sky palm block, what we teach is down center line. You have to find the structure where it fits the most best when pressure comes in. If pressure's coming in, coming in, coming in, coming in, boom, keep coming in, muscling in and muscle in, muscle in, muscle in. Keep pushing. Go. Push, push, push. And stop. Step away. That's my Tan Sao. It looks nothing like what we trained it for, because I'm learning to understand the rest of me. So that's one of the tools. We got a lot more. All right, so questions, anything to add at all? We're good. All right, we'll see you in the next video.